Imagine this. You wake up in the morning and your phone is silent. No notifications, no messages, no endless scroll waiting to pull you in. You look around and for the first time in a long time, the world feels quiet. Now the question is, what happens next? Most of us have lived so long with social media that we've forgotten what life felt like before it. The constant stream of updates, opinions, photos, and highlights. It's not just something we use, it's something that shapes us. It shapes how we think, how we feel, and even who we believe we are. So what happens when you finally step away from it? At first, nothing magical happens. In fact, it feels uncomfortable. Your fingers itch to check your phone. You feel disconnected, almost anxious, like you're missing something important. That's not weakness, that's withdrawal. Social media platforms are built on one simple concept, the dopamine loop. Every like, every comment, every new follower gives you a small hit of dopamine, the brain's reward chemical. It's the same system that drives habits, motivation, even addiction. When you remove that instant feedback, your brain panics. It craves that little rush of validation, that digital "you exist" signal. And without it, you might feel lost. But then something interesting starts to happen. You begin to notice things you haven't in years. The sound of rain outside your window, the way your mind wanders when it's bored. You realize that boredom, that thing we've tried so hard to avoid, is actually the birthplace of creativity. Your thoughts, once interrupted every few minutes, start to flow again. You rediscover the ability to focus. Studies have shown that even short breaks from social media, as little as a week, can reduce anxiety, improve sleep, and increase overall happiness. Why? Because your brain finally gets a chance to rest. It's no longer comparing your life to everyone else's, no longer chasing approval through a screen. Instead, it starts reconnecting with the real world and with you. But this shift isn't just psychological, it's physical. Neuroscientists have found that constant online engagement actually reshapes your brain's reward circuits, especially the parts responsible for attention and emotion. When you stop feeding that system, your brain begins to recalibrate. It learns patience again. It learns presence. You start having conversations that aren't interrupted by a buzz. You watch sunsets without feeling the need to post them. You begin to measure your worth not in likes, but in moments. And here's something even more profound. When you step away from social media, you stop living in reaction mode. You're no longer pulled by the opinions, arguments, and trends that demand your attention every second. You start thinking more deeply, forming your own ideas instead of absorbing everyone else's. In silence, you find your voice. But let's be honest, quitting or even reducing social media isn't easy, because social media doesn't just fill your time, it fills your identity. We build digital versions of ourselves online, carefully curated, edited, polished. When you step away, that version disappears, and what's left is the unfiltered you. And for many people, that's terrifying. But here's the paradox. That raw, unfiltered version of you, that's where your authenticity lives. That's where growth begins. Because when the world stops watching, you start listening to your own thoughts, your own goals, your own truth. After a few weeks without social media, people often report something unexpected: clarity. They say their minds feel lighter. They feel less rushed, less reactive, more in control. Time stretches out again, the way it used to before notifications ruled our days. And slowly, the quiet stops feeling empty and starts feeling peaceful. Of course, social media isn't all bad. It connects us, educates us, gives us a voice. But when connection turns into compulsion, that's when it controls us. The goal isn't to reject it entirely, but to reclaim your power over it, to use it with intention, not addiction. Because when you step back, even just for a while, you realize something powerful. The world didn't shrink without social media, it expanded. Your mind, your focus, your relationships, they all come back into view. And maybe that's the real secret. When you stop living through screens, you start living through experience. You start living in color again, and that's something no number of likes can replace. So what happens when you stop using social media? You don't disappear. You reappear, fully, clearly, beautifully, in the real world where life was always waiting for you to look up.